Your hometown station, KHTS.
That's right, it's your hometown station, KHTS. Good morning, my name is Shane Cutchell, and joining me in the studio right now is Cesar Ranuschio, owner of Body Shop 661. Cesar, good morning and welcome in. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, before the last time that we talked, on my way in, I was thinking to myself, it would be perfect if we had something to talk about in regards to the weather changes. And we were fortunate enough to get a little bit of clouds, and I saw sprinkles on my windshield this morning. So before we talk about anything else, what are some of the safety tips, the number one safety tips that come to your mind when you think of winter safety, driving in the rain, and doing all the right things to make sure everybody is safe around you?
Well, the first thing is the simplest thing that you can just walk out to the car, the tires. You have to look at the tires. I think we mentioned it a little bit before, It's crazy. If you have no tread and the road's a little wet and you hit the brake or you're going fast, you're gone, So it's important that you spend 30 seconds and you go and you look at all your tires, make sure you got some tread, so you can drive. That's like one of the easy ones, And then all summer, it was hot out here. Imagine no windshield wipers. How are you going to drive? When you stick your head out the window? No way, you know what I mean? So windshield wipers is another one. Those are two basics. You know what I mean? The traffic school stuff, you know what I mean, that you need to check before the rain, like this.
It's basic stuff, but it's such a helpful reminder because sometimes we're always in a hurry to hop in the car, get to where we need to go. For some people, the vehicle is just, hey, I go from point A to point B, and then I go back to point A, and then that's it. So Some people, they might not even think about it. So that's a good reminder to get in people's heads. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx this great weather that's coming our way, but as we get closer into the winter months, as we get closer to more rain, definitely do that. Such an easy thing to do. Take a peek at those tires. If you don't see much of anything, no pattern, no design, no anything, that's a good sign that you should probably call Cesar.
Yeah.
So as we get further into this holiday season, Cesar, I know you like to take care of the community, give back as much as possible. So during the holidays, you usually do a sale, right?
Well, I do a sale for you guys for the KHTS, And I was talking to my wife, to my mom that works with me and my wife, and I think it's a little slow, but we're going to do it again, because it's you guys, I want to help out the community and the holidays are coming. We haven't decided the exact price or how it's going to be, but by next month, when we do the next interview, we should have something lined up, to help out the community a little bit, so start preparing for it.
All right, a little bit of a sneak peek, a little tease. I like that. But that's good to keep in mind because, as we mentioned, whether or not you have good tires, sometimes when the rain happens, there's crazy driving or you're looking away, you have to slam on your brakes, and the worst case possible scenario happens. So let's say that does happen, Cesar. Let's say you brand new tires or not, you slam on your brakes, it's raining, you slide into the back of something. When people call you, what can they expect to get?
Well, you should probably call me before you call your insurance company, and tell me you're recommended from the radio station, and we'll talk about and we'll organize all your thoughts before you call the insurance and report it. Because if you hit somebody or if you get hit, you're gonna have to go through insurance, and it's better to be super prepared, especially with all the COVID going on. They're gonna have you send a couple pictures. They're gonna send you a lowball estimate. You know what I mean? So it's better if you come in first. We talk about it. We organize all our thoughts, and then go from there. Because you can never be too prepared.
And you do, and the reason you say call you first is because you do a lot to represent your customers, the people that come in terms of helping negotiate the best price, the actual, what they should be getting, right?
And then the other thing, too, is, just say your daughter got in an accident, So, and then it wasn't her fault. So we might not even want to call your insurance company, because what if they mark down that you were in an accident or your daughter was in an accident? They're going to try to raise your rates afterwards. So you call me first and we decide, who we're calling, why. See whoever we can leave out, If it's the other person's fault, there's no point in calling your insurance. So that way we can just leave them out so they don't accidentally raise your rates at the end.
That's perfect. An easy way to take care of the solution, make sure all parties are satisfied and, everything's alleviated appropriately, but without having to get the insurance involved. So that's really good. And I know something else that you offer, which is really unique, but if somebody, we've already mentioned that you help with insurance claims, but if somebody has no idea what to do, you allow them to just come in and ask for help from start to finish, right?
Yeah. It's usually better if you call first, Because that way we can make sure I'm there and I get an idea what's going on, and I can help you. So, and it's a small community. We're Santa Clarita, it's a small neighborhood. So I'm here to help, especially if you're from out here, you listen to our radio station. So I'm here to do it.
You've been in that location for 2 decades now?
20 years.
20
it's
years.
crazy. Since I was 18 years old. Since I was going, into high school. I was still going to high school.
Well, it's good to still have you around and providing those incredible services to the community because, like so many of the people that come into KHTS, you guys know what the community is about. I'm going to say the word again, but it's the community. Santa Clarita is very tight-knit, so it's awesome that you're so friendly in terms of helping people with their insurance claims. Call first, but giving people the full service that they would expect from a friend, a neighbor, somebody that lives right here in the community. So it's cool that you continue to provide those services, Cesar.
I'm thinking it's better if you call because that way I can help you better than my mom because my mom's in there too, But I'll help you better.
Wow, taking over mom's job already, huh? Well, last time you were in here, we mentioned it, but for anybody that didn't hear it, I want to bring it up again. You did work on my car, and I had an incredible experience. I had about a 5-inch crease on my back left wheel well. It was ugly. It didn't look good. I had to get paint corrections. And long story short, you made it look immaculate and perfect. Now, the just so you can flex a little bit, the type of paint that was on my car, what was it, 3-stage or a tri-stage or?
Yeah. Well, there's a difference between 3-stage and 2-stage. It's an extra layer in between for the glitter and the sprayl. But the most important part is the underneath, because you can't put good paint on a bad primer, on a bad build. You know what I mean? You gotta have the perfect color, and good paint. But it's so important that you do underneath because if not, if there's a wave or something, then that's when you see it. So it's gonna start from the bottom up. That's important.
That definitely is, and it's good that you take the time to do that. Regardless of the type of paint, the color of the car, you guys really go out of your way to put the time into making sure it looks exactly the way it did when it came off the lot. In my car, I was so sad because it was so new when it got this dent, but it looked exactly the way that I got it off the car just a little under a year ago. It was still just as clear in my head as it was then, so it was beautiful. Just a little bit of a personal anecdote that I could share to show off how good Cesar is to the community and the good but simple work that he does to take care of the people in Santa Clarita.
Thank you for the business and your referrals. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Cesar, I think the only thing that we haven't done today is just tell people how they can call you. If they do get into an accident, if they need those tires, if they do the basic things that we talked about today.
I'm on Ruther behind Home Depot. The address is 26524 Ruther Avenue, Suite 401. Santa Clarita, California, 91350. If not, you can call me on the phone. That's 661-251-2252. And if you just want to send photos, always send me a VIN number. But I always got my email, Cesar, CESAR, at bodyshop661.com. The 661 is like the area code, just the numbers. So it's easy.
Yeah, it helps you stick out. Helps you. It helps us know that you're a part of our Santa Clarita Valley community. So, Cesar, thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate your time. Every time you're here, you're a shot of energy to me and everybody around, and we truly appreciate your time. So, Cesar, thank you for coming in. Again, if you need to reach him, he is right here in the community. You can punch it into Google. You can punch it right into your Google Maps. He's going to come up, Body Shop 661. He's been here for 2 decades and counting. So make sure you give him a call if you need anything. We're going to get you back to the music here on KHTS in just a couple of minutes. We're going to take a quick commercial break and get you right back to everything that you love right here on your hometown station.